Good night everyone, I'll be showing the installation of Windows 11 on the VirtualBox. To begin, we are going to click on New and type in Windows 11, and then we're going to click on Next. Over here for base memory, we don't have this much base memory to spare, so we have to go down to the green, and then we're going to click on Next. I'm going to leave virtual hard disk as is and click on Next and Finish. Now we're going to go to Settings, and in Settings we have to go back to System because we didn't drag the green down, the little arrow down far enough into the green, and now we're good. Going to deselect floppy and go to processor and enable PAE/NX, and then I'm going to go to display and enable 3D acceleration. After that, I'll go to storage and notice image file selected. We didn't do that in the beginning, so now we have to do it now. We're going to come here, choose a disk file, and go into our downloads and find our Windows 11 ISO and open. Now it's no longer empty. I'm going to go to network, go to bridge adapter, and then promiscuous mode, I'm going to allow all and hit OK. After that, I'm going to start it up. Once the Windows setup box has showed up on screen, we're going to leave everything as is, the language, time and currency format, everything as is, and click on Next. And before we click install, now we're going to click on Shift and F10 to bring up the command prompt, and then we're going to type in REGEDIT and click on enter. This then brings up the registry editor, and here we're going to add in some new keys that will let us bypass some Windows 11 requirements so be able to run it on our VirtualBox. We're going to come down here to H key local machine, click on the drop down arrow, go to we're going to go to system down here, and then we're going to go to setup. I'm going to right click on setup, go to new and go to key, and then we're going to name this lab config, enter, and we're going to right click on lab config, go to new, and we're going to go to dword to 2-bit value, click on that, and then we're going to name this bypass TPM check. Then we're going to right click on lab config again, go to new, go to dword to 2-bit value. Once again, we're going to type in bypass RAM check. We're going to do this one more time, go to new, dword, I'm going to go bypass secure boot check. Then we're gonna right click and go to modify, right click. I'm watching TV, but I'm also recording right now. I don't want to do this over. After we added all three of these, we're going to right click on each of them and modify them as well. I'm gonna go right click on bypass secure boot, modify and change the value to 1 and click on OK. We are doing this whole thing right now because our Windows 11 will not run on the VirtualBox without doing this. I've tried it already. I had an error and this was the only way to get it to work. So we're going to have to do it again. And once all of this is done, I'm going to X this off now and type exit, enter, and now we can start the installation. When we see this window pop up here, we're gonna say we don't have a product key, as we don't. Click on that. Then we're going to go to Windows 11 Pro, but you could choose any one that you'd like. Click on next. You're going to accept this Microsoft license terms. We're going to click on next. Since it's a new installation, we're going to go to custom. Once that's done, we're here. This is where our Windows 11 is going to be stored on the hard disk, but we know we could also partition our drive in order to have different stuff stored on them as well. So we could have Windows 11 on one part of the partition, and we could have another Windows, maybe Windows 10 on the other partition. To make a partition, you go to new, and I'm gonna choose 2000. I'm gonna hit apply. Then now I have an error here, but anyway, let's give us 2 gigabytes. We don't need another partition, so I'm just going to delete that. Click on that and click on delete. I'm gonna hit OK, as we haven't stored anything on it yet. And now we're going to go to next. And now now it's installing Windows. After the installation of files, you would go through the sign up process for your device. Give it a name, sign into your Microsoft Office account or make a new one. Choose whether you want Microsoft Office 365 free trial, and yes, you have all those options afterwards. And once you're finished signing up, you're good to go. You also have to give your device a password. And yeah, once all that's done, you're good to go and you can log in. Now we just have to type in our passcode and click enter. There you go, Windows 11 completely installed and ready to be used.